What is going on, Dan Unfiltered? It is time. Finally, we're back to In Flames, and we're doing the entire soundtrack to Your Escape album. This is track 1. This is Friend, with a parentheses around R. This comes from Arby's. Appreciate you, homie. He's got the meats. If you've got a request, just hit me up as always. I just to get me ready for this album, I just now finished listening to Reroute to Remain. It's a really good album, bro. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to follow it. But let's see, man. Cloud Connected, so good. Trigger, so good. Metaphor, odd song. He's got kind of like a country twang to it, but also really good. Transparent, that's my jam. System, fire. Just saying that it's gonna be tough to follow that. Let's give it a shot. Friend. Okay. It's very early, but it does sound different. It is, I think I looked it up, it was 2 years later. It does sound different. It sounds like the guitars are tuned differently, or maybe it's the bass. Something's a little different. Whoa. That wasn't at all in any of Reroute to Remain album. Nothing. No deep, harsh vocal like that. No screams or anything like that. Okay, so there's definitely been some progression here. Changes. Uh-oh. I ran as I saw the end. Should I have joined the fight instead? Hope you are listening. Just now, times have changed. This does sound way different. Holy shit. I didn't expect this much difference just from one song. See, that's why I definitely wanted to re-listen to Reroute to Remain, since it's like it's a direct follow-up. I'm noticing drastic sound differences. Just tone. I mean, not really, not just the screams during the chorus here. Even disregarding that. If you just took all vocals off this song and just listened to the music, that is much heavier sounding than anything on Reroute to Remain. Reroute to Remain kind of had I think I've said it before, a Korn kind of vibe to it. A Jonathan Davis Korn style vibe to it. It just did. Like, it clearly sounded like In Flames. So I'm not saying it's like copying Korn. Not saying that. But it did have, like, Korn seasoning. Like a Korn bloodline kind of going through that album. In most of the songs, if not all of them. From vocals to the bass lines to just the overall mood. This didn't have any of that. This was much more just straight metal than any type of eerie Korn kind of sound to it. This was just straight metal. Good song, but I'm sure I gotta wrap my mind around what's going on first. It's a good song, not a great song, not as good as the ones I mentioned before from the last album, but still a pretty good song. Definitely, maybe ushering in basically what this new album is about, or not new album, new to me, whatever. New album sounds like. Definitely heavier. This could be a good time. Let's find out. Friend. The R's in parentheses, I guess, because then without it, it's Fiend. Got it. Okay. Took me a second to realize that. Let me know what you guys think down below. On to the next, which I believe is... What is it? It is The Quiet Place. Isn't The Quiet Place 3 coming out soon? Or is that A Quiet Place? A Quiet Place? I think it's A Quiet Place. Either way, good movies. On to the next. What a drastic shift. And if you guys don't know what I mean, go listen to the last couple songs. Especially like Metaphor is the second to last one. Check out Metaphor, then go to this and tell me it's the same band. It's a drastic switch. I'm here for it. Friend was definitely a shock to the system for me. That was much heavier than I anticipated. Let's see if that's like an outlier or if that's just the way this album's going to go. Either way, it should be fun. Should be. In Flames, I trust. Uh-oh. These sound effects, if these keep going throughout the song, it's either going to be really good, or this could be really bad.
I know you're out to try me. I'm not in this to be a slave. Push the dirt. Look at what was life not bad to in my world.
Let's go. Nice transition. But even the clean vocals sound a little different. I don't know if they have a different producer from last album to this. Something is a little different in the way it's mixed. Intriguing.
Monster.
Yeah, give it.
All bad dreams go away. Whatever it takes to keep your head free. It's harsh in a quiet place. Well, the bridges fall to the ground, and you say to sacrifice. And I close my eyes. Then I close my eyes. You're not free now. You used to be afraid to let it show. Bow down, bow down. I came in my own mind. Oh, everything's in place. So much better from today.
It just feels like something's missing from his clean vocal there. That's it. Besides that, I'm really rocking with this song. It just feels like something with his cleans are just a little odd. Everything else is perfect. See, I'm split. I'm split with this one. I'm split because this one does bring the In Flames vibe from the last one back to eerie tones. That's back. So it's not all heavier like Friend was. It's back. But just the mixing was odd on his cleans. Now the final chorus, whatever, he mixed in like harsh vocals in as well, so it's kind of hard to judge. But the actual chorus throughout, they had it. He was doing it so soft, like that, so soft. They added again. I guess they tried to give it that again eerie kind of vibe. But can we turn him up a little bit? Turn him up. He was kind of getting washed out a little by the music as a whole. But all the effects that I was somewhat worried about at the beginning, all those worked perfectly. All of them. Every sound effect I used, perfect. Frankly, the only thing keeping this song away from being an absolute banger is the clean vocals for the chorus was kind of odd to me. Who knows? No, I don't know what's going to happen. Ooh, it is called The Quiet Place. So maybe that's why it was a little quiet. I can't be sitting here telling them to turn up the chorus when the song is called The Quiet Place. Touche, In Flames, touche. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reasoning. But I'm pumped up now because now I really don't know what's about to happen. After like track 3 and Reroute to Remain, I kind of knew what direction we were going in. I have no fucking idea right now. I have no idea. The first 2 songs were drastically different from each other. Drastically different. The other one was, Friend was all heavy. No cleans at all. We got some screams. Here, it's classic In Flames of new metal sounding. Cornish. But the chorus was super soft. What's next, man? This is going to be fun. Dead Alone. Let's check it out. On to the next. Alright, track 3. First 2, both completely different from each other. Track 3 and 4, we should start to, of any album, you start to get an actual feel of the direction. So here we go. These next 2 will be pretty important. Let's get into it. I like the tone. Fuck. Good lyrics. What is that they're using? The drummer's using, is that like a wood block? Like in the back, every like 8 to 16 bars? Whoa! Wow! Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, the soft, clean vocals from The Quiet Place are also being used here. So his cleans are being mixed the same. This could be just how his cleans sound on this album. Which that's going to drastically shift a lot of things of how I'm mentally thinking of this album. Like, drastically. Like, you can get used to it, of course. But it's going to take time. Right now, I'm in shell shock mode. Like, it's kind of got like a Deftones-ish type of mix to it. Super soft, kind of hollow in the back, kind of smoky. Which, again, Deftones sounds good when they do it. This doesn't sound bad, but I am shocked. Oh, shit. Oh, man. We do not... This is crazy. How the hell do you put his bones in use? Wait, what does it make him out of? Turn his bones into like a bar stool or something? Like, what do you? Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Wow. You just never know, man. You never know what to expect. Oh, man. Another one. Very similar to The Quiet Place, where that was... this would have been an absolute unquestioned banger. Especially this one. I liked the tone of the guitar. The riffs were nice, perfect. I did like that little wood chop thing they used for the... at the times the snare, and then every few bars you hear it hit like 2 to 4 times. That was all nice. Everything fit perfectly. Lyrics on point. Very dark tones In Flames are good at. But the same thing. The chorus with the cleans turned way down and turned it. Again, the best I can use is similarities. Is a Deftones-ish, where his is kind of like almost talk singing. It's extremely soft. almost a hollow sound. I don't know if they remove the bottom end or what, but they do something. And it works, but I think it would be better if it was just his normal cleans. You know, but I am kind of biased because it's the first time I've heard them do this like this. So I'm kind of like, whoa, thrown through a loop right now. I have said before though, and this album so far is helping prove my point. I've never heard a band from the oldest songs that people have sent me to check out, like their old shit, and then their most recent album that I checked out. I've never really heard a band progress and change that much. Like Anders, the singer, sounds like a completely different human being, basically. The whole band is way different sounding. This is clearly a flipping of the page of their evolution from Reroute to Remain to this. Even though I think it was only a year or two apart, album time-wise, they definitely evolved. Like, this is part of their metamorphosis. Oh, shit! Buckle up. This could get very interesting. We're on to track 4 next. Arby's, appreciate you, homie. This is a ride, man. This is a ride. I like this. I like this. Because a lot of bands, you go to the next album, it's more the same, which isn't necessarily a bad thing necessarily, because it keeps feeding people happy, because they know what they like, and you just keep shoving it in their face, the same shit. Cool, it works. It's the safe route. This album so far has not been the safe route for them. And I appreciate that. Sometimes that's when the best stuff happens. Korn Untouchables album. To me, their best album by far. I remember when it first came out, so many Korn fans were fucking pissed. They hated it. They hated it because it went a different direction than their normal stuff. I loved it. So this is kind of that. Where it's like they're flipping the page in their evolution. Shedding some skin, if you will. Let's go. Speaking of that, might as well. Bang. There we go. Set the mood right for this. Track 4. I really hope he has some cleans in here, because I'm extremely curious to see if that's just a 2-song outlier, or is that really how they're doing all the cleans on this album. This is a big one. This one's important. Oh, whoa. Come on. Better. Whoa. Whoa. Video. Okay. Damn, I had a feeling the song is wrapping up. This song flew by. And I think we only had one verse. Am I wrong? One verse, chorus. The second verse was like only a couple lines, maybe 2 lines, and then the chorus. And then we've had like what, a bridge and then a chorus. It's basically about it. Flew by.
But I think the most touching question is, why did the war stop?
Nice. All right. That one was better. I actually liked that song a lot. That was good. But still, the chorus was a little low. It was still a little low, but it wasn't near as purposefully soft as the last two were. And that's not necessarily a problem. It's such an alarming change from what I'm used to from them. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm all thrown off. But we're getting back on pace. And the song after that, I know I've heard. It's was it My Sweet Shadow. So I'm about to listen to it again. I'm gonna do like a re-listen because it's been a little while. So I need to re-listen to it because now I'm curious to see what the chorus or what the clean sound like there. The thing is, I think that was one of the first In Flames songs I ever heard. So it's hard to know, like, I probably didn't notice that much of a difference because, I didn't know what the hell their normal clean sounded like. Now, since I've heard so many songs from them, now I know that these are kind of different than their normal. Who knows, man? Let's check it out. I got to hear that song again. It's next, My Sweet Sorrow. I thought it was My Sweet Shadow, but that's track 6. So we'll do that re-listen in a second. First, Like You Better Dead. You see, now we're in the meat. Now we're in the no excuses portion of the album. Now we get to really get the... This is it. You know what I mean? We're deep into it. After this, at least, we'll be deep in it. 4 is still kind of like early. 5 is that early. Go.
Angry as I want to be. That's what's been bad. I think you're way too cold. That's what's in line. I'll never sleep anymore. My house is not my home.
Talk.
I like your better bed. When I'm better off without. Destiny will cure me. Trust me ways with me. Destiny will cure me. Image as the flash tomorrow.
So far, the best chorus on the album. So far.
Your vision may bring color, but you look all pale. In these times we should be learning. How we know I always know. Destiny will cure me. Trust in the ways with me. Destiny will cure me.
Such a subtle, nice transition there. Very subtle. Give me something. Oh! I think that's the best song on the album so far. I have to re-listen to, which is next. We're gonna re-listen to My Sweet Shadow. I heard it, but I heard it a long time ago, and now I need to hear it. Just keep the flow of it going. Because now I like this one. I like this one. The chorus was much better for me. It gave me the energy I kind of needed from the album, because we felt like we were getting energy in chunks, and then it would kind of fizzle. Then it'd be back, and then it would fizzle. All I complained here was the bridge of this song. It started like we're about to do something. Something good's about, like something special's about to happen. It felt like they cut it short and we just dropped the chorus in. Right when we were, it felt like a unique bridge was about to happen. Let me see if I can find it. Probably not. I'm terrible at this. But maybe. Didn't it feel like it? Like we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. Maybe get some soft vocals, then to lead into it. Something. It just dropped back in. Not bad, but you know, just could have given me more. Especially all these songs have felt like really fast. Like, have they not? Like, it's 3:30, but it feels more like 2:45. Like these songs are flying by. It is the way they kind of form their songs, though. Again, Korn does that. Killswitch Engage kind of does that, where it'll make a song feel super short, just by usually the way they'll have like a second verse or third verse that's really short, and it kind of makes it changes your whole perception of time. But on to the next. We're about to re-listen to My Sweet Shadow. I think we're moving in the right direction. And that's the thing. I think it'd be easier if I didn't like the song so far. But it's like I have liked them all. They've just been one drastic. The clean vocals feel off. That's it. So I'd much rather just hate it all and just be able to just shit on everything. There'd be more to talk about. Instead, it's like the cleans just feel a little mixed, strange to me. That's it. This one was fine. This one was normal, classic In Flames sound the whole way through. What is going on, Dan? I'm Filter. Check out In Flames, Soundtrack to Your Escape. The whole album right now is on Patreon. Grab some snacks. I got some nachos on the way. Grab a couple beers. Speaking of that, I need a refill. And check it out with me. Right now, as you can tell, we're up to track 6. I'm putting this one on YouTube since it's a re-listen to. We heard it before, My Sweet Shadow, but it was ages ago. It was one of the first In Flames song I ever heard. So I want to keep like the momentum of the album going since we're at that point. And after hearing the first 5 songs, check it out on Patreon and you'll know what I mean. I'm very curious of what it sounds like now that I'm in the flow of the album. Let's do it. Ugh. Nasty. Ugh. Come on. Very curious.
I'm selling heaven's sketches.
Ooh.
Out of my mind, ready to explode in purity, to feel.
See here, he's doing it. The theme of this album so far is the change in his clean vocals. Such a softer, sing-talking way now for this album compared to Reroute to Remain. But here, it works fucking beautifully. Did you hear the little, what's that? I don't know if it's piano keys, but the little chimes in the background. It goes beautifully.
Out of my mind, ready to explode in purity, to feel the holes inside the remembering stream. The glowing rays of light, emotions tied to past lives, and I know I should let go.
Oh man. Okay. This is a damn good song. This one's really good. The thing is, the clean vocal that they've been using so far in the first 6 songs, except for Friend, had no cleans at all. But besides that, the others, it's soft like this, but they're using it for the chorus. So it doesn't work as well. Here, they're using it for the verses, and then he just goes to his harsh folk for the chorus. Fucking goes beautifully like this. Inverted, it works so well. That could be it. That could be what's throwing me off. Oh, that is just so nasty. And that effect on the guitar there is... This is going to be a tough song to beat on this album. This is the 6th song on it so far, but this is going to be a tough one for them to beat. With the way this album has sounded so far, with the way it's tuned and stuff, this is masterful for what they're going for. It's going to be hard to beat it. I can just tell. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, just let it ride too. Oh, man. Oh, that's on the playlist. He's on the If it wasn't already from the first time I heard it ages ago, it damn sure is being added to it now. The only problem is, again, from the first half of the album I've heard so far now, they're clearly going in one direction. In like a certain mode here with his clean vocals. And with the effects. They're using a lot of they're kind of effects heavy also. And if you're gonna do that, which is perfectly fine to do it, they're not gonna do it any better than they just did. So this is probably this album's apex. It's hard to imagine doing what they're doing in this album better than this. Because this is the perfect way of doing it. So maybe they should put this song last. You know what I mean? Because now it feels like we're gonna take a dip. We almost have to. That's about as good as it's gonna get for this way of doing In Flames music. You know what I'm saying? It's about to peak for doing it like this. But let's go, man. Get your food. Get a couple beverages. We got what? How many songs left on the album? If you're watching this on YouTube, again, it's on Patreon. So is Trivium's Shogun album. So why not? Check out both. Get super drunk and just listen to both. Why not? We halfway or almost halfway? That is the question. We're exactly halfway. We got 6 left. And then I think a bonus track or 2, I believe. Next is Evil in a Closet. Let's see how this goes. We're halfway. There's no turning back now. Let's see where this goes. If you are still here. If you're watching this on YouTube, of course, there. And also hit like. If you don't want to check out Patreon, hit like. And you know this whole album will be uploaded on YouTube in some months. Just like Trivium's will eventually. That's how it goes, you know. Or skip the wait. On to track 7. Evil in a Closet from In Flames. Soundtrack to Your Escape. Let's check this out. My Sweet Shadow, though. Really good. So now you have a problem. When you put what is most likely your best song dead center of your album, now you have a problem of like, now how do we like smoothly get back to the regular songs? If that is in fact like a clear best song on the album. Which it might be. I like the little record static. That seems to always work. That bass line in the background's nasty too. We might have one. It's early. That's nasty. We're halfway through the song, and I can tell you right now, I'm going to need this in my playlist. I'm gonna need this on my playlist. Uh-oh. Another song which is absolutely full of sound effects being used here, and all of them are working fucking beautifully. Woo. A little solo. I love that. I think it's every 2 bars or every bar at the end of it. That whatever that effect is, that wheel that just echoes in the back. It's absolutely making my day. We're back, baby! We're fucking back! Let's fucking go. That was awesome. That was a great song. I think my only thing I don't really love about this song, I love everything about the song except don't love the title. I mean, I know he screams at the end of the choruses, even in a closet. I don't know. Don't love the title. Besides that, who cares? The song itself, fucking great. That was a great song. Yes. 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 The first half, just perfect. Like slow, somber perfection. And then when it did pick up, it might have somehow got better. Because whenever you have a song like that that's kind of ballady, soft like that, which is not normal for a metal band, obviously, when it does pick up, I get worried. Because sometimes, like, oh, I was really enjoying what you were doing. It was unique for you. And now we've gone back to just being your normal metal sound. This didn't. This stayed right in the realm. It was perfect. It might be the best song on the album. It might be better than My Sweet Shadow. To me. I'll say favorite, not better. My Sweet Shadow is probably a better song, but this one is the one I prefer, at least at the moment. All I know is we're cooking now. Now we're cooking. Now we go to track 8 with a lot of momentum. I hope we can keep this momentum going. I do. I really do, because we're in a good spot right now. I want to like grab this moment and just hold it. I don't want it to go anywhere. I want more good stuff. Let me know what you guys think of Evil in a Closet. I say it's not the catchiest name. That's all. I think that's my problem. It would have been just like Evil, or how about In a Closet? But the whole thing. Evil in a Closet. It didn't fit the sound I got from this song. But damn, that was really good. Their producer, he absolutely hibachied. He owned this song. The producer, all the effects were just... couldn't be any better. The whole thing. The whole way through. Perfect effects. That's how you do them. They're not distracting. They're not overwhelming. They're not like too little where you barely notice. You notice them all. But they're like perfectly used. It's like, without the effects, I'm not sure how much I like the song like, it would still be pretty good, but as a complete piece, masterful. We're in a good spot, man. We're right in, like, the dead middle of the album, the meat of it, and the meat is good. Pause if necessary, but it is. It's really good so far. The last few songs have really been hitting. Let's hope it keeps going. I will say, Evil in the Closet, it's styled, you know, kind of a half a ballad type of thing, kind of a softer song. This could also be a challenge to transition out of. Let's see how they do it. Play. Okay. They do it with sudden, ruthless aggression. Gotcha. Oh. Ooh. They have some effect, I think, on the bass or something. It's like a little subwoofer rattle. Really nice. There. Whoa! That's not what I expected the chorus to sound like. It sounded like we were all about to open up with like clean vocals all over the place. It didn't. It didn't. Instead, we got some pretty crazy little sound effects going with them. Let him go. Woo! Jesus Christ. That little bridge was pretty nice. It was like a guitar solo, but then interrupted with vocals back into the guitar solo. You don't see that very often. Normally, once the vocals come back, it's a wrap for solos. It came back. That little chime is that's disgusting. They've actually been killing that chime throughout most of this album in the background. Dun dun dun. Beautiful. Is this their most, like, sound effects heavy album, you would say? Maybe? It's been a lot. It's like some Fear Factory-ish type of like compliments and seeds and Easter eggs throughout their things. Like some effects that you usually hear in Fear Factory songs. They're kind of using a good bit throughout the album. They've used it well. This one maybe a little much, a little heavy during the chorus on them. There was like some winding sound, a little much. Wasn't bad, but it was, you don't want to go overboard with the sound effects. You know what I mean? Don't want to be distracting. It was close. It was borderline. But overall, pretty good song. Following the last two is rough. It's hard to follow the last two songs. But we're okay. It was still pretty good. There's no issues here. Pretty good. Just after the last two. Especially, man, I really like that. I really like Evil in a Closet. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough for anyone to fight back. Because that was right up my alley, man. Especially following My Sweet Shadow back to back. Fuck. That's tough. But good luck. Now we are on to what? Track 9, I believe? Yep, Borders and Shading. Sounds like an art thing. Let's do this, man. This album's been a blast. That's the thing. As long as the albums don't suck, these are good. Like, they're fun to go through. Shitty albums are tough to go through. This is flown by. Especially now that I'm getting a full grasp. Now I have a full on what they're going for and what they're doing this album. The first couple, I will say, Friend is the only one that was like Friend on this album. Because when we started it and Friend kicked it off, I was like, oh wow, this whole album might be light on clean vocals. We might actually just have or effects. They might just be hammering home an old school, just old style In Flames metal album. Nope, it was just Friend. That was it. The rest, heavy effects, a lot of clean vocals. In the first 3 or 4, the clean vocals was turned down a good bit. They've definitely picked back up, but kind of. We still haven't heard his regular cleans this whole album. We probably won't. That might just been a creative, artistic choice for this one, which I'm okay with as long as you do it well. As long as it's used correctly. My Sweet Shadow is used perfectly. Touch of Red was used well. And of course, Evil in a Closet, that whole thing was done masterfully. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like it as much as I do. I loved it. Continuing. Soundtrack to Your Escape by In Flames. This is track, I believe, 9 we're up to with Borders and Shading. Arby's, once again, thank you for this, homie. Cheers, everybody. There you go. There we go. We need some visual cues. All right, let's check this out. I think we're down to the final 4 tracks, and then I think we have 1 bonus track. Let's get into it. Borders and Shading. I was wanting to scream right then, and he gave it to me. I appreciate that, Anders. Sometimes you can just feel it. I needed one right then. He gave it to me.
Everyone has a tragedy. I want you to wear your sympathy. Well,
Okay, okay. This song sounds like one that could have easily been on Reroute to Remain. It does. It has that corn vibe that I'm talking about. That Reroute to, like, almost, not all, but almost every song on Reroute to Remain had a very Cornish seasoning all over it. This one does too. Yeah, yeah. I think we have another one. And they've actually given the guitarist a good bit of moments on this album. Have you noticed that? Like, more than usual for In Flames. Whoa, 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 whoa. And this chorus sounds different than the other ones. Is it just me? Because it could be because the way it transitioned was different than all the other ones. It was like a subtle, slight bridge dropping into it. But it sounds different. This sounds a good bit different than the other ones. It does. Save yourself. Don't end up zero. There we go. And we're cooking now. Now we're cooking. A very unique chorus for In Flames. I'm not sure if I've heard one like that from them. Where it sounded like it was Anders, of course, doing the chorus, but also multiple other members of the band. It could have just been, which studio magic, where they just take Anders singing it 6 times and just layer it over himself repeatedly. But it sounded like a group of people were singing it. So probably maybe the bassist, guitarist, and Anders singing it together. It was definitely a different sounding vocal than you ever hear from them. Ever, really. And they used it for the chorus here. And in the back, you'd have Anders either ad-libbing a little quiet little line or a fucking blood-curdling scream. Both worked very well for the chorus. It accented the group main portion of it. Good stuff, man. Again, it just feels like I could have used a little more bridge. You know, they're usually pretty good at bridges in their history, I've noticed. This album so far, they've been kind of short on their bridges. You know, just a little tease. A little cock tease here and there, and that's about it. Just the tip is what they're doing here. We get like just hints at a bridge, kind of, and then we just drop back into a chorus. A little more bridge. Besides that, we're doing our damn thing. Also have noticed not much double pedal in this album either. Like there's been some, but not as much as normal Flames. It's been a little light on the double pedal, and that makes me think. Did I notice that in Reroute to Remain? Was it light on double pedal too? I just heard the album. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention to the double pedal. I was kind of like chilling while listening to it. I don't know, but it does feel light on it. I'm gonna look out for it, see if I notice it more, because there's been moments, but not a lot. The drummer hasn't been allowed to completely just cook like he has sometimes in the past. This has been more about, for me, of course, Anders. Anders is Anders. He does his damn thing. But the bassist, and of course the special effects, they're letting their producer absolutely own this album. But the bass lines have been pretty fucking good this album. Like, he's absolutely just sitting there just cooking. Good stuff. On to the next, track 10. That's what I mean. This album is kind of like just soaring by us. Really fast. Sign of a good time, though. I told you, it's the shitty albums that's like, damn. We're only on track 4. Ah. I mean, those are the worst. Those are the worst. In Flames, soundtrack to your escape. Track 10 now? We had 10 or 11. Man. Flying by. We're at track 10. Okay. Superhero of the Computer Rage. Let's do this. We got like, what, 3 songs left that are officially on the album. Then we have a special, a bonus track, which doesn't quite count, but it counts. You know, it counts, but doesn't count. It's one of those gray areas. Let's check this out. In this with a bang. Huh. Okay. Oh shit. He's definitely talking heavy in this song. He's definitely, he loves him some him in this song. Even to myself. Oh. Whoa! Oh, who are all these people singing? There's a chance that all 3 of those voices are Anders. We know one of them is, the obvious one. But the other 2, could it be him just like kind of throwing his voice a little bit? Maybe. And it could also be him doing the soft one at the bottom there. Maybe. But it sounded like 2 separate human beings singing there for the chorus. Right? Ooh. Maybe that's him. You know, the Studio Magic, he just sang it twice, and they used that portion, and then he's, you know, Studio Magic. But it does sound like it could be someone else in the band. Oh. Hit it again. Oh, yay! What the hell was that? It's like the chorus, but deconstructed. Let's see. Exactly what the hell just happened. Okay. 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 There we fucking go. And that's how you end a song. I think that's also been lacking from some of these. A couple of these. Is the final chorus didn't send me home with a punch in the neck. That one did. Like, it was still the chorus, obviously. But this time, even though I did like the addition of... it was either someone else singing the two lines there during the chorus, or it was him just softly and in a voice he hasn't really used much this album, if at all, if that is him. And then just, the Studio Magic, layering him over himself. But here, the final chorus, they removed all that, and he just fucking screamed the entire thing. He just harsh vocaled the entire chorus, except for the little, the soft-spoken bottom, like, backing vocal. But everything else, he crushed it. Sent us home with a different taste of a chorus. Good stuff, man. I like that one. And I also like that weird bridge, which, that's one of the complaints I had with some of these songs also on this one, is some of the bridges were either too short or didn't really, like, do much with it. It felt like we're going somewhere and they just drop us back into the chorus instead of, like, playing around and having some fun. Here, they damn sure played around. They stripped everything away and then added some strange effect on his vocal. Still doing, like, a portion of the chorus. Like, just the background vocal part that's been going on during the choruses. They just used that as the only vocal happening. Then added some crazy effect to it. It sounded almost like he was, like the music was underwater while doing it. Very nicely done. Very, like, unique. Just to give it, like, twist to the song. And then dropped us into the final chorus with him just screaming the whole thing. Let's fucking go. We're dancing now. We got 2 songs left. Yep. That's it. Tracks 11 and 12. Let me know what you guys think down below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching us on Patreon, cheers! There we go. There's your prize. Appreciate you guys. And on to the next. Shout out Arby's. I should have got Arby's, man. I should have. It just would have made sense. I always get nachos. I should have got some Arby's. Would have made too much sense. Don't know. They probably won't mention that in the song, I would assume. So I'm not sure what that hints to. Let's check this out. Dial 595 escape. All right. That guitar riff's gonna get stuck in my head. I can tell. I knew it the moment it started. The first 2 bars, like, oh shit, this one's gonna get stuck in my head. Oh, whoa. That might have been the strangest I've ever heard his vocals. That was strange. That was undeniably a little odd for him. That's not how he normally sounds. Come on, guys. Ugh. You're back. You're back. That chorus grew on me pretty hard. The first time I heard the chorus a minute ago, I was like, it's alright, it's a pretty good chorus, decent. But by the second to last one, I was really jamming out. It really grew on me. After this album, we gotta find an In Flames concert that's on YouTube. You know, like a full, like in a one sitting full hour whatever show that's in good quality. That's always key, and just crank out a whole show. Because I think after this album, I will have heard enough Flames that if we pick a show from a certain era, I'll know every song at the set. Cause I don't want to listen to one that's like half the songs I've never heard of at the set. Cause I'll be sitting there like, I want to feel like I've, like the songs I know. But yeah, definitely want to do that because I don't really know too much about how a full In Flames show would sound. I think it'd be pretty fucking good. His voice seems like it would translate well. But anyway, that was a good song. It did start to grow on me. It wasn't like that song's like gonna blow you away. But it was a good song. It's good. It's now I've realized they definitely They used basically all of his, or not all, but most of his clean vocals were in the first handful of songs. And there was all of them that they, again, with like a softish kind of tone to them. We only have one song left. So that tells you this album, he's not going to have any of his like regular sounding clean vocal. Like where he actually like belts it hard but still clean. That's just not going to be on this album. They just obviously went into a different creative choice here. Which I'm cool with, but that's what scared me at the beginning. I was like, I didn't know it was a creative choice. Was it a mistake? Now we just know that's just the decision they made. That makes me feel way better than that there's just a mixing issue. Because sometimes that can happen where it's like, especially if, I don't know if they did or not, but sometimes a lot of times they'll switch labels or switch producers. A different producer will be on the track, and sometimes you'll have some odd audio problems that make it to the actual album. But no, that's not the case here. That was just a creative choice. But on to the final one. We're here. Bottled. Bottled. It's an odd song title for your last song of the album. You would think something like Dial 595 Escape would be the last song on a album called Soundtrack to Your Escape. That would obviously line up and make sense. But going to Bottled. If you are still here, why not tossing the catchphrase every now and then you are a real. This is it, the final track off of Soundtrack to Your Escape from In Flames. This is Bottled, track 12. We will do the bonus track. We'll do that, and then we'll break down top 5 songs. This is it. It's been fun. It's been a ride. If you watch this on Patreon, I definitely appreciate you. If you watch this on YouTube, then I probably look way different. It's been probably a year. But still, appreciate you anyway. Also hit like. Let's check this out. Bottled. Alright. How you end an album is just as important as how you begin one, man. Those are probably the 2 most important spots. You gotta kick us off right, which they kicked us off with Friend, which no other song on the album has sounded like. So you would think that doesn't make sense to kick it off with something that the rest of the album doesn't sound like, but at the same time, if you don't start off with Friend, where would you put it on the album? I have no idea, so I guess you have to start it with that. Because it wouldn't really slide. I don't see a spot. Because it sounds so different than everything else, it really wouldn't slide anywhere. So they started with it. Let's see how they wrap it up. Okay.
I really anything to say. Just pass me by. Don't ask me the same questions.
Oh, we might be getting Maniac Anders for this one. I like this.
Just deny I am
Alright. That was probably the closest to his normal clean vocal sound that we've gotten this entire album.
I don't care what's behind me. Do I look for energy? Catch my breath again.
That was dope. He caught his breath again, right to go into the chorus. Let's go! Just love how that little pocket happened. He started the music with screaming. He screamed the music into it. That was nice. Let it out. Let it out. Over? Not over. Not over. That felt like it wrapped up. Good song too. That was a good one. Another. Okay, they're just gonna wind down the album with. They're just winding it down. That's all. That's all. Just making sure. Because you know, like, sometimes the last tracks would have, like, a hidden track. Ugh, I miss those days. I really miss those days. See, that's the thing. When you used to buy them on buy albums on CDs and shit, you put it in your little CD player, and you got the last track, and you're waiting for it to just stop and basically the CD be over and then just make a sound. But some would just, it would actually just keep going of just no sound. What? And then and a new song would just pop up that's not listed. And it's like, holy shit, they gave us a hidden track. And sometimes somebody would even have on the album art, like Bone Thugs and Harmony, you could find Easter eggs on the albums in different places. It would tell you where hidden tracks were. I miss that. Because we just don't get them on YouTube. Now it's spoiled. Because even if it was a hidden track here, it would say, like, the song would be 7 minutes long. You know, you would be able to just see, based on the time, that there's a lot left. Fuck! I miss the joy of being young. Now it's all ruined with YouTube. Spoils it. Bastards. But yeah, good song. Another one that maybe could have gone on Reroute to Remain. It was kind of effects heavy, so I don't know. Maybe too much effects for Reroute. But the chorus did also have that Cornish tinge to it here. Like, if they could have sold this to Korn if they wanted to. And Jonathan Davis easily could have also done that chorus. The rest of the song, still maybe? Maybe. Because he also can get that manic, kind of psychotic sounding vocal that's very sporadic. This was the most manic Anders was this whole album. He was kind of crazy Anders. And that's a fun Anders sometimes. This was fun Anders. Where it's like he's kind of like just not doing things you normally should do when you're singing a song. But he can get away with it because of the way he sounds. He can still do his damn thing. But overall, what do we think of the album? I don't know. I'm going to re-listen to it before I give my official verdict and grade and all that. But that was a hell of a fucking good time, man. That's for sure. That is for sure. With a couple big gems that I did not see coming. And listening to My Sweet, I keep wanting to say Sorrow, but I think that's someone else. But My Sweet Shadow, I think it's Killswitch Engage. I think someone requested that. But anyway, My Sweet Shadow, it was I actually really liked it the first time, but it was better this time. Knowing the whole history of In Flames, But was it the best on the album? Maybe. It was still really good. So maybe. But I gotta re-listen to it to be sure. Let me know what you guys think. This was a hell of a ride. Arby's, again, appreciate you. If you are still, what album do we do next? I don't know. Guys, let me know. I like doing these. These are fun. Cause like this, like it's all cool jumping around. That's all great. But when you do a whole album or like in order of something, you get to. That's why I want to hear My Sweet Shadow again. You get to get the flow. You know, all the context around the song. Because now the context for example, Friend is way different than if I just would have heard that alone. Because now I know it's kicked off the album and nothing else on the album sounded similar. So it kind of makes it special on the album. Kind of, again, I hate doing this. Man, I hate doing this. But again, it's my easiest reference. Untouchable's Korn album, it starts with Here to Stay. Nothing else on that album sounds like Here to Stay. Nothing. Nothing. But it kicks it off, and it's kind of a kick right in the neck, or right in the nads. This one did the same thing. All heavy, all old school Flames-ish. And then the whole rest of the album wasn't. It was like a quick homage, and then went to this new chapter of the band. It's a hell of a way of doing something. But this is why you listen to songs, albums in order. It helps tell a story. And we got to do the bonus track, of course. We'll do that next. What's it called? It's got a kind of a strange. Discover Me Like Emptiness. Sounds depressing. Hopefully it's good. Depressing songs are usually the best songs. That's it. This is the bonus track from In Flames, soundtrack to Your Escape. Discover Me Like Emptiness. Yikes. That does sound like a bummer. Sounds like a depressing song. Depressing songs, again, usually the best ones. It's usually when artists, the songwriters, get happy that their music turns to shit. So, hopefully, this is good stuff. And also, we'll gotta, if it is good, then we get that conundrum. When a bonus track's really good, we hit a spot of like, so why didn't you put this on the fucking album? Let's see if we get that. It's always a crazy feeling. I'm already starting to get upset of why this wasn't on the album. I'm already starting to get upset. Yes. Oh! I was afraid of this. I was afraid of this. It's really good. It's really good! It's really good. This probably should have actually been the final song in the album. Because the whole vibe does feel like a last track. I get it. I get it. I know. Shut up. I know a bonus track. This, so technically, if you bought the limited edition, this is your final track. I got it. I know. But what if you didn't buy the limited edition? You're missing out on this. I get it. Sometimes you want to save a banger of a song as a bonus track to make people buy the limited edition. It's a little more expensive. You don't want a filler trash song as your final bonus track, because why am I paying extra $5 to $7 for the limited edition for one song that is filler or just not very good? If you're an In Flames fan, you probably want this song. But I still wish it was on the fucking album. And we're only halfway.
Something drags me down, shapes me, forms me into illusion.
It's the haunting. His haunting vocal is fitting perfectly with the guitar riff. It's almost System of a Downish type of dark. If we only could get this on the album. That's a cold way of saying it when you break up with someone and, it's like, no, I'm signing off. I'm done. Stop calling me. We're fucking done. I'm now at the stage where I'm blurring you into the never. It's like the memories start to fade and you push the feelings all that so far away that you might as well have never happened. Great writing. Fuck. Even this sounds awesome. Damn. And great lyrics for that chorus too. That's nice. I assume this is a breakup song, and it great lyrics for a breakup song. So what's he saying? Blame me, escape me. You're the one who walked away. Tie me to the, was it for my sake? Tie me to the dream that still haunts you. Talk heavy, young man, talk heavy. God damn it, that song was too good that was too good for a bonus track. It just was. That's on the playlist. I'll tell you right now, bonus tracks are not supposed to go on the playlist. It's too good. Either put it on this album or save it for the next album. Put it on that. Like this could easily have been a single. Easily. Damn, I want to put, I can't put this in the top 5. And it easily would have made it. Where would it have made it? I'll tell you in the top 5 video. I have to release the album. But I almost guarantee it would have been top 5. I dug that. Like, as a whole. I don't want to go that far. I won't say it's, as a whole, the best song on the album or my favorite song. But it's goddamn in the discussion. That was really good. Appreciate you, Arby's, for letting me know about the bonus track. I didn't want to miss out on this one. That was really good. Damn. That just should have been. This should have been 12. Bottled was good too. Bottled was good too. But you probably could have put, not to sound disrespectful to Bottled, but you could have put Bottled as the switch these. But this is the final song and Bottled as the bonus. Because Bottled is still good enough that you still would want to buy that limited edition album to hear Bottled. Right? That's fair. But this one to me was better. It just was. And it's a better finale to what this whole album felt like it was kind of about and telling. That's the perfect ending. It's a perfect ending. It feels like curtains close type of song. And it kind of bookends the vibe of this, almost bookends oppositely, like a 180 to how Friend kicked us off. Sons of bitches, man. Sons of bitches. But man, this, wow, fuck. I should have probably rated the album first, because now this is gonna cloud my. I'm gonna listen to it without listening to this song, the album again, so it doesn't cloud my judgment. You know what I mean? Because you know, bonus tracks aren't supposed to affect the letter grade of the album. But this one damn sure wants to affect it. That's for sure. Let me know what you guys think down below. Discover Me Like Emptiness. Fire. That's a hell of a bonus track. It reminds me of like Purity by Slipknot. Way too good of a song to be a bonus track. It's arguably the second or third best on that album, and that album is an all-time classic. Self-titled Slipknot. Wait and Bleed. Great album. But Purity might be the second or third best song on it. And it's a fucking bonus track. Crazy.